With a multi-million-dollar goal and its commitment to fostering diversity in horticulture, the Charleston ParksConservancy is announcing its first class of fellows who will be the next generation tending to our nation's green spaces. Let's welcome Katie Bell, Education Program Manager, and Kayla Pina, Community Horticulture Fellow with Charleston ParksConservancy. Ladies, great to have you with us.
Thanks for having us.
All right, so what was the impetus for starting this program in the first place?
Well, I think the goal is to create a diverse leadership program. In horticulture in general, throughout the country, we don't necessarily see a diverse management group. We have diversity within our parks, the people that come to our parks, but we don't see that reflected in the management. So the goal of the program really was to create a leadership program where people of diverse backgrounds can come and learn about horticulture and how to lead going forward in the park spaces that they enjoy.
And this is something that you started back in 2022 with a $2.5 million goal.
Correct.
You're about a quarter of the way there.
Yep.
Congratulations on that. That's huge.
Yeah.
But this is incredibly important for you, Kayla. This directly impacts you. So what was it about horticulture that got you interested, and were you just born with a naturally green thumb?
I think, honestly, maybe.
Yeah.
I've kind of always just been really interested in sort of not only like growing things, but also really taking care of like the community that I've been in. It's come to my attention that places like North Charleston tend to sort of be a food desert, and kind of being able to provide sort of an extra place where people can, one, see people like themselves taking care of these gardens, and knowing that they can have a place of leadership if that's something they're interested in, but also being able to teach them how to grow within their own backyards, within these spaces, and have it be cost effective.
Well, that's very eloquently put. Yeah. So horticulture, would you say for you personally that you would want that to turn into maybe a career in agriculture when you're talking about gardens that actually feed people?
Yeah, I think a career for me, at least personally, I think urban gardening is something that's really interesting, especially in places like, like Charleston, where maybe some backyards aren't as big, or just teaching people they can grow out of containers if that's something they're interested in, or just like small backyard gardening.
Just knowing that you can sustain yourself in some way.
Yeah.
So what is the goal with this program? So it's over the course of several years,
right,
and you do have kind of milestones that you want to hit.
Sure.
With a cohort 1 accomplishing what and when?
So the goal for the program is that cohort 1 will go through a year-long program, multiple rotations with a lot of different partners, not just the Conservancy, but also the City of Charleston Parks Department, Moore Farms Botanical Garden, all throughout the state. We've got Riverbanks Zoo and Brook Green Gardens. And the fellows will travel to these locations, learn various different skill sets in horticulture, not just urban gardening, but also detail things, plant identification, landscape design. And so the goal then at the end of the program, at the end of this year, is that both of these ladies will be in a position to move into a management career in horticulture. So job placement is the goal.
And it sounds like preservation is embedded in there as well. Have you been to Brook Green Gardens yet, Kayla?
I have not.
You've got to go. You've got to go. It's one of my absolute favorite places on this planet. But it's true. The preservation, obviously, the Huntingtons having founded it and where it is today, and just the preservation of our natural beauty here in the South.
Absolutely.
Right? Remind our viewers of the ParksConservancy and the parks that you manage.
So the Conservancy currently is the City of Charleston Parks Department's nonprofit partner, and we manage 25 parks throughout the City of Charleston. Colonial Lake, Rose Pavilion at Hampton Park are two of the premier ones. But we also manage a lot of smaller niche gardens throughout Charleston. We have 3 community gardens throughout Charleston. We've got one in West Ashley, one on James Island, and one downtown.
Wow.
And there we have a program called Grow It Forward, where we grow about 4,000 pounds of produce, and we donate that to organizations that feed people in need throughout the community. So that is a small program, but it definitely feeds into the urban agriculture aspect of horticulture.
Yeah, that's terrific. Well, and just to give you a couple of statistics, so 8.9%, it's almost 9% of Black, African American, Latin, Asian American are in horticulture leadership. So Kayla, you're helping to change that. You're helping to change that, Katie. For anybody who's interested and wants to take part in this program. How do they find you? What should they do?
So the best place is to go to charlestonparksconservancy.org,
Okay.
and you'll find an entire section of our website dedicated to the fellowship program. Look for more information because cohort 2, we're going to start recruiting soon.
Great.
And we're really excited to get both Sasha and Kayla started here in October.
That sounds very exciting.
I'm very
Well, I can't wait to hear how it goes. You're going to have to come back.
Absolutely.
Okay, very good. Happy growing, everybody. Good to
Thank
see
you.
you.
Thank you.
We're back after this.